Okay, my name is Timothy Kitonga. I'm in Nairobi. We do our business in the branding, digital marketing, and advertising. And the name of the business is Keystone Group Limited. And this is my story. So I began Keystone Group in way back in 2014, but decided to incorporate it in 2015 after realizing that there was a gap in the branding and advertising agency. But after some time, I realized that I wasn't able to do a lot because of my financial capability. So I decided to approach different people to do their business cards for free. But soon someone came and believed in whatever I was doing, who happened now to become my mentor. His name is George Washiuri. He's in the real estate industry. So 2014 December, we did their diaries, but of course there were challenges whereby we had to go to talk to our supplier to give us the products, but now I had to try and convince them to have my idea as the collateral. But they said Nairobi is quite small, so we'll just give you the products, but after you go, you get your deposit, we are going to start working together. Luckily enough, after 2 days, we managed to get the products, and we took the products to the client, but we were trying to outsource everything. Doing the design work, I was outsourcing. Doing the branding for the diaries was outsourcing. And that was my turning point, because the diaries gave us some good margins, and from there I decided now it's time we start doing everything for this guy. But that wasn't all. I was also trying to talk to other few friends here and there, but it was quite hard because they weren't really believing in whatever I was trying to do. I don't have a background in design work. I don't have a background in web design and all that, but I had the passion because I was tired of seeing things being repeatedly done over and over in a very mediocre way. So I decided to talk to a guy that I saw him doing the business cards that I was doing for the client, and he said, okay, I can join you, but you have to be paying me on a monthly basis. That was the first time that I tried to pay someone. So personally, I had never seen a pay before that was on a monthly basis. But I said, okay, now this is the high time. I believe in this guy, and we decided to work together. For the first 3-4 months, it was quite a challenge to even get money to pay him, because even having money to pay the office was also quite a challenge. So because of the support that I got from this gentleman by the name George Washiuri, he told me, now I'm going to give you a lot of work to make sure that you're going to sustain yourself. But I came to realize that because of the good relationship that I built with him, it was also easier for me now to gain confidence and for him to give me deposit, some like 30% before I begin the work. So that way it was also easier for me to negotiate with my suppliers to give me credit for around a week, 2 weeks, and even others for a month, because of the good relationship that I built with them for the past like 6 months or so. So over time, he created confidence with me because at least I had an in-house designer, and we could create designs for him, and we could also sell to his friends. And through the word of mouth, I decided now it was time now to get the word out there that this is whatever I usually do. I told him, now I'll be accompanying you on every networking event that will be going, so that I tell people whatever I usually do. And God gave me favor with him, and every event that he was attending, I was usually like his messenger. Whatever it needs, I have to be there, despite I knew that I have a business. But I was always by him to make sure that whatever he needs, I'm there. And all along, he could introduce me to some of his friends. It was through that we managed to get other accounts, normally call them accounts in business. We managed to get big accounts in the motor industry, in the hotel industry, in the hospitality industry as well, and also hospitals. So from there we said, now we are not going to go back. We are going to negotiate with this guy the way we tried to do with the first guy, and from there it has been not easy, but we realized from the jobs that we were getting, we needed to get more designers. So I said, okay, now this is the high time now to expand my business. But of course, the banks were trying to give us a lot of headache because we didn't have the collaterals to get a loan. Like for example, I needed to have a title deed, I needed to have a logbook to access loan, I needed to have good books of accounts. I didn't have that. So they had now to train me for a couple of 6 months, waiting for them so that I could access even the smallest of facilities that they normally offer. It was quite a long wait, but eventually I managed to get the facility because I needed the facility to help me move around and build my business to become sustainable. So eventually, I remember the first loan I used to pay the loan to, I used the loan to pay the rent. It wasn't easy. It was one of the hard decisions, knowing that you're going to pay the loan with money that you've not even taken out there to work for you. So it was quite hard to pay the loan because I paid for 9 months. Afterwards, the guys for the bank told me, now, because you've managed to pay this loan, we are going to give you another same facility, but on a shorter period, and we'll see how you're going to perform. I really pushed myself because I remember I used to work for like 12 hours a day. This time around, I had to add 2 more extra hours so that I could even manage to sort out this loan with the time frame that I was given by the bank. So within that period, I was also trying to do more networking. I was also trying to market my company out there. This is whatever we do. I remember like everything I used to outsource except the design that I had said before. So like from the transport, I used to sometimes even walk for like 2-3 kilometers trying to take work for clients. But afterwards, God really gave me favor with some of these clients such that they could even give us bigger contracts. So over time, I've managed to add a team. I have managed to have a guy who normally does websites and his assistant. Right now we have guys who are in the digital industry, content creators. We have someone who is in charge of operations. We have someone who is in charge of the accounts department and the office assistant as well. And so far it has been a journey, but I encourage that, especially the young guys who normally think that there is something like microwave success. It doesn't happen that way. You have to work hard, you have to work smart as well, and you have to build relationships from your clientele, from your service providers, to also the people that you least expect that they can give you good service without even pay. For example, here in Kenya, we normally call them like border people. The people who normally take you from one point to another. Even then, you need to have good relationship with them because you need to go to point B, but you don't have the transport to take you there. Who are you going to talk to? It is the person whom you've been talking to all along. So it's the high time that young guys that we come together, raise ourselves up, and tap to the opportunities out there. Like for us, for instance, we realize that there is a lot of traditional marketing that is happening. It's the high time that we decided to bridge the gap, providing digital marketing, providing the best skills that any company can ever get out there at the best affordable rates. So thank you for this opportunity, and I know this is going to impact someone out there, and it will be my joy, and I'll be glad if someone will be impacted. Thank you.